Hey guys, welcome to another part of Tony Hawk Underground. This time we're doing chapter 15, and this chapter has one of the hardest goals in the game. Yeah.
There are lots of places on the island to get some good lip trick footage. Find the 4 lip trick spots, and hold a lip trick at each spot long enough for me to get some footage.
No, it's not this one. This one isn't that bad, to be honest. You know, you take the lip trick on 4 spots for 5 seconds, and it's not a hard one, really. Lip tricks should be fairly tame for you in this goal if you got the stats. And it's easy to find these considering the game shows you where they are, and also the fact that they have, you know, the green fist on them. So it's fairly well indicated on what you have to lip trick on. You don't need an arrow for this one either because they're in fairly obvious spots. You know, they're all around the circle from where you start, so you know, you just go around the entire road and you'll find all of them. You know, if you go left or right, either way, the entire road will show you every single one of these. It's the goal after this that has caused me many a problem, and has caused many others a problem too. It is the hula contest.
Mahalo! Welcome to the beautiful island of Hawaii. Please join our skate competition.
Yeah. The Luau comp, I mean. Fuck this comp. Fuck this fucking competition. There is no other competition in the game harder than this. In fact, I don't know if it is even a fucking goal harder than this one. In order to actually get a worthy enough score, you need to get like, fuck, 700,000 or something like that just so you can actually get the 99 here. You need a huge fucking score. And you have like 30 seconds to actually get this. If you were to get under 500,000, you would get under 90 fucking points. And the problem is, the fucking game is always going to have the fucking CPU have at least a 94. At least around a 94. Every fucking round. Hell, the fucking CPU can actually hit a fucking 98 here. Not 99. I haven't seen any CPU actually hit 99 at all. But they get very fucking high. And I'm sorry, I just don't know. I really don't know you're able to actually do this one without knowing a certain trick to this. And the trick is, you're gonna need a lot more than flatland. The biggest problem is that you only have this little area here. You have no grinds. You do have a place to grind, but it's a bad idea to grind anywhere here because the area is so fucking small. Your only ways of actually getting points is to do a lip trick and a manual. And to start things off, always do lip trick. Don't do manual. I usually go for fucking manual. Bad idea. Spam on the fucking lip trick. Then go nuts on the manual. Make sure to get your specials going. Get that fucking score going. There you go. You want a big fucking combo if you want to make it through this. Now, you don't have to get first, luckily. You can get third and you'll still medal this. But who the fuck medals for bronze or silver in a Tony Hawk game? Look at that, I got 1,000,000 points. 1,000,000, and that was a 96. I don't know what the fuck the value is that you need to actually get a 99. That was high. That was very high. That was 1,000,000 fucking points. And that was a 96. That was not worthy enough of a 99. And the worst part is, this is the hardest competition in the entirety of FUG. Every other contest in this game Not even this hard. And there you go. I got first. By just one fucking point. By just one fucking point, I got first. I got lucky. And that's how I felt, because guess what? This took me over 30 minutes. This was fucking pain. And I was going to continue, but I was like, you know what? No, I'm just going to go ahead and save and take a break. I'll come back to this later. And I did. So here's the other recording. Now then, let's actually do the rest of the goals and finish chapter 15, shall we?
This ditch here is called Off the Walls. Manual to the end and back again in one combo. To make it harder, do a handstand on the way back. To do a handstand, press this while manually.
To do a manual, press up and then down. To press up and down, you have a controller. Use it. Anyway, this one is bullshit. I mean it. I don't like this goal. The way this works is that you're supposed to do this with a handstand, and you can't because this is actually slanted. If you start going back, it's slanted upwards, which means that your handstand isn't going to go up there. And you have to do it all in one combo. Yeah. You can't just do this in, like, the simplest terms. Just do it, land it, then come back. You have to do it in one combo. Now, the good news is there's a bit of a grind here to help you out. The bad news is that you have to do it in one combo, and this can take quite a while. So you're going to be at this for a bit. You have to deal with it. Luckily, grind and then do a handstand, and there you go. There you go. That's all the gaps for the off the wall. At least for that goal. You need those gaps in order to actually beat the goal. And then with your handstand, always do the handstand at the end. Don't do it anywhere else, because it doesn't matter. It's only at the end that it counts. Anyway. That was it for that goal. Now I need to find the other goals, because we're not done yet. We still have to do about 2 more goals, and then we are home free for the next chapter. I think so. There's a good number of goals this chapter too, so we do have a lot to do. But still.
Yeah, ladies love the big combos. See if you can impress 3 groups of bikini girls by landing big combos in front of each one.
Yeah, we have to land some combos to impress some bikini girls in order to actually beat this goal. And for these ones, the 25,000 points. So, do this. Done. Land it.
Nice skating.
Don't be cocky, just fucking land it. I'm being cocky because I'm a dickhead, but don't be cocky with these chicks, because you can easily bail and then you have to go for all this shit again, and you don't exactly have a lot of time. I mean, you have to find these girls for one, which they're not too hard, it's just, you wouldn't expect the third one to be down this way, because like, it doesn't give you the indicator until you have done the second bikini girl, so you do have to do them one by one. It's kind of dumb. But once you get them, the goal's done, and you're good to go. Unless you fucked it up. If you fucked it up, then you fucked it up. You have to do it again. So that's what happens when you act cocky. You fuck it up. Do not act like a cocky bastard. Just fucking do it.
Wanna put lotion on my back?
I'm good, thanks. I'm busy with skateboarding.
Your combos are so big.
The innuendo here is pretty strong, to be honest. Anyway, we're really done now, so let's just finish this off and then we can move on. Because this is really not that hard to deal with. And Thank you. Land it.
Nice skating.
Nailed it. And we got a bowl transfer out of the way. So, we have one more goal to do, and then we are pretty much done with chapter fucking 15. Yeah, as you can see, we need one more goal. The Wallows shit. I'm actually going to leave the Wallows for later, because those goals are kinda interesting.
I bet you can't grind the colored wire all the way to the end. To make it more challenging, why don't you try switching to a crooked grind while you're at it? To do a crooked grind, press this while grinding.
Thanks. And I do it on my first attempt. Yeah, if you can do the crooked, and you're good to go. That's far enough.
See if you can climb up to the roof of this hotel. I bet you could get some crazy footage up there.
Yep, now we have to climb up the roof. And that's the entire goal. Not a joke. This basically brings into the reason of the biggest part, the most important part of Tony Underground's storyline. This next chapter and this roof. There you go. Time for a cutscene after a save.
Eric, I found it. Get up here and bring the camera. Can you believe this spot?
You serious? You miss your Ollie, we'll be sending you back to Jersey in a coffee can.
Todd said he wanted something big. This is it.
And there you go. Now we have to get the shot, but first, we have to deal with the Wallows.
See if you can hit all 3 Wallows bowls in one combo.
Right, this one... This is its own little area that is just outside of here. And... it's... meh. There you go. Pretty easy stuff. But yeah, this is the Wallows, and essentially it's like an area on the side.
Man, Eric just killed this spot. If you want to make the video, you'll have to top him. Trick on the houses, fences, and balconies here in Wallows.
Yeah, for some reason Eric loves to deal with the Wallows here, even though it's not that interesting in any way, shape, or form. It kind of makes Eric look like a fucking pansy for only caring about this spot for the most part. Considering this is the only time you ever hear of Eric doing anything in Hawaii. Outside of filming your special little event next part, considering he's going to be our photographer, you know, he's going to be the one to record the entire event and totally not be a dick in any way, shape, or form. Oh boy, this chapter is going to be a painful one. So, this goal. It's essentially one of those like fucking things where you have to hit all the spots available in order to beat this, and you have to actually make the trick. It's like the containers in Turn Out Pro Skater 4. You remember that shit? When we had to like do tricks on the containers? This is harder than the containers. The reason it's harder is because there's a lot of spots to get bailed on, because you can't really skate outside of the fence. And the spots you're supposed to trick on, not well indicated. You'll kind of be confused on what you can actually skate on and, you know, hit, and what doesn't count. I honestly don't know myself. It is a bit of a confusing goal if you have no idea what to kill. Because you can't kill the house here. You can get one to Wallows though. You can't really get the blocks here. And it's not really obvious where else you can hit shit. I mean, you can hit that building. There you go. So what's the last spot then? Well, when you see what the last spot is, it's kind of a fuckhead move to make it this, but yeah, this one took me a while. Not 30 minutes, but it did take me a while. And it's still not as bad as the hula competition. It's still not as fucking bad as that contest here. Because that fucking contest was the worst to deal with. It doesn't matter how good you are at fucking Underground. It doesn't matter how good you are at Tony Hawk games in general. I think everyone can agree. The Hawaii competition in Underground, absolute bullshit. Absolute fucking garbage. I hate it. And I think a lot of people hate this shit too. Because it was not fun, and the score you need to actually beat the fucking competition is insane. It is fucking insane what you have to do in order to actually beat the contest on Sick. Now, if you're doing it on normal or easy, it's not that bad. It has its problems, but it's not too much of a fucking pain in the ass. Not the case for Sick. If you do this on Sick, it's really a fucking kick in the balls. By the way, that was the spot. That house was the one thing I was missing. Now, could you tell? Could you also tell that this also counts? Yeah, this. Trying to find what you can actually trick on and what you can't. The Willows is kind of a bastard in the way for that one. When you do know, it's not that hard to kill Willows. And yeah, Willows also has its own gaps. We're not doing it yet though, because we're not done with the fucking Hawaii yet. We still have some shit to do. We still have to film our special little jump on the roof of the hotel. So, you know, we still got some stuff to do. But you can exit the Willows by just doing that. You can't go back in by going that way though. But there is a way of you actually getting into Willows. And that is by the car. Yes, what you have to do is spine transfer over the wall, the ramp, that is, you know where the car is? Right behind it is this. Spine transfer over it, and you're in the Willows. And if you spine transfer back, you get the other gap. I'm serious, there's another gap. I'm not bullshitting, why would I bullshit? Okay, I have bullshit a few times on the gap thing, but still, the Willows does have some gaps, and I think that is all of the gaps on the Willows, so we got that shit done now. We don't have to go there ever again. But gaps are not done, and neither is Hawaii, because next time on Tony Hawk Underground, we are doing Chapter 16. We're gonna make a special jump with Eric, filming the whole thing. I'll see you then for that. It ain't gonna be great. Oh, I also fixed the widescreen. You might have noticed that. Yeah, I got it working. That's neat. Big thank you to the fucking WSGF. I don't know what that means, but hey, they're called WSGF.org. 13 egg for the actual widescreen fix. For the fucking WSGF thing, it was Mad Chipmunks for the cutscene FOV fix, which gets rid of the black bars, I believe. What else? There's the thing I was using for recording all of this so far, because I had to use a separate thing to get it on windowed, because sadly, doesn't like me. My computer's not like me with the 1080. It's not friendly with that. So I used DX Wind. And Thanks, Spike Stuff, for telling me about the widescreen and the other shit. I'm tired. I'm starting to get sick a bit. And life isn't really being very fun. I think I've said too much now. Eric is a fuckboy.